Wanna be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion. Let's talk health, fitness, community, lifestyle, and finance. With Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
What's up, Houston? I'm your host, CHIMERE Bacon, and I have the bosses in the building with me. I have Miss Monique LUSK in the building.
What up?
And I also have Miss Sabrina Golden in the building. And we are here at Boss Up Houston Network, honey. Y'all know how we do this. It's Boss Up Houston. We do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. Tune in, stay locked, stay tuned. Today's edition of Boss Up Houston is no longer on mute. Okay.
I don't even know what music is.
Ah!
I don't even push it on the TV when I'm
Listen,
trying to
I said my whole life I've been on volume 60, honey.
Okay.
Don't try to mute me.
Because it's not happening.
Not happening.
Not happening.
And then I go to surround sound. Don't get me started. But yes, this is no longer on mute. We know that a lot of times, though, in situations we deal with, we have been silent, or we don't want to speak out on certain things. And hey, Houston, it's your girl CHIMERE Bacon. I'm your host, and this is Business One-on-One. Also, this is Boss Up Houston. Y'all know how we do. We do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. This edition of Business One-on-One is no longer on mute. Okay? In writing truths, we must embrace what is real, what is true, and what is authentic. Your brand should be the same. Pick a brand that is true to your nature, true to your style, and can be relatable to others. Your brand speaks volumes, and you should never be on mute. I'm your host, CHIMERE Bacon. This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Boss Up Houston, you know why? Right here.
With your host, CHIMERE Bacon. Tune in and stay locked. And boss up. Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up. But at some point, for healing,
Yeah.
you know, for peace, we have to speak out or speak on it.
Yeah.
So listen, you guys, that is what this segment is about. That is what this show is about today. No longer on mute. So Sabrina, can you give me a time when you think that you kind of silenced or dimmed down your light for somebody else?
Absolutely. I feel like ever since I was a kid, because I was super shy, I didn't express how I felt, you know. It was because Chinese women, they're quiet. They're quiet, and yes, and so I always hid behind my mother. Yeah, right. So, you know, it's always been in me. So then when I got married, you know, even voicing my opinion to him, it was just like I don't like that. Like that hurts my feelings. Yeah. You know, I didn't know until maybe like years later, and then I'm just like, no, this ain't right. Right. You're not treating me right.
Right.
This is unacceptable. And so now, you can't stop me now. There's no mute button on me now.
Do you remember that aha moment when you were actually like, just wait a minute, I can no longer be on mute, right?
Exactly.
Do you remember that moment? Do you remember the age you were?
I do. I was pregnant with my third child. And I was just like, no. No.
It's called the Mariah Carey syndrome.
Oh, what is that? What it is?
Yeah, because remember when she was young, she was married to the first guy. She was, again, he was a controlling dude, and she said that in many interviews. He wouldn't let me. Like, she would have not been able to wear something like this, which is why when she finally got divorced, broke free, she was naked all the time.
And she was like, with that hand.
Yeah, and naked all the time, and been naked and gonna be naked.
Okay.
With her feet crossed like a freak.
Because she's no longer on mute, honey.
Let's press the unmute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do want to say though, Sabrina, that the quiet and humbleness about you, I do love that side of you. So, I mean, a lot of times people have different aspects of them, but I do love that side. You know, it brings
it's
a balance.
It's a balance.
Exactly.
I do express how I feel, but I express it in a loving, kind way. And then there's times, not everything needs to be unmuted. Or unmuted. Right. You know, you have to choose your battles wisely.
Yeah. That's true.
Because what happens is an explosion. Like on marriage boot camp. Tahir. I know I've been doing Tahir.
Come on, y'all. Now let's talk about it. Mo, since you done brought it up.
There she go with her hair.
Now y'all know.
First of all,
you know I always play the advocate.
But you'll be surprised what I'm about to say.
Okay. So I'm gonna let you say what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna give a disclaimer because I'm always the advocate. I'm for what's right. We can't always just be for the woman. Yeah. Even though that's a good thing when it's right.
Right.
We can't always just jump to that. But okay, so Mo, tell us, give us the scoop.
Give us the scoop. Come on.
Crazy to y'all. I look extra aggressive.
Yo, you look on. Yo, like for real, my yo. No. Bugging out. Oh no. Like you lucky I don't hurt you, yo.
Are you kidding me?
This house is on fire.
Just threw that apple in my face for you.
Come on.
Alright, so here's the thing. On marriage boot camp with Tahari and Bado. Okay, so you can tell just from the first. Okay, so let me throw out a disclaimer. I already know Tahari. Okay, I've been knowing her from my New York days. We both was video vixens. We both did a lot of music videos. So you know, you get categorized. You know that being in real. So I know her to be an aggressive person. I know why I'm aggressive, but I didn't know why she was aggressive. She told us that this week. Badu was pushing her buttons because that's what he does. And I've been with guys like that. They will push your buttons. Okay, they know what to say. They don't gotta touch you.
Right.
They don't gotta touch you.
Right.
She was wrong for throwing the apple. She was wrong, and again, he could have been shocking her to death. By the way, me and my husband gonna do that exercise here.
Yeah, I would never do that.
I'm gonna get fried.
Don't shock me.
I already know. It's all right. I gotta learn some lessons. So, her throwing the apples was wrong.
Right.
Yes, she should have apologized to him for hitting him in the face with the apples.
Right.
That wasn't the bracelet. You're not shocking me. You physically picked up something.
2, not 1,
and hit him in the face.
2.
But like she said, he knows how to push my buttons. He made me come out of character and no longer be this person. She's always been this person. If you watch Love and Hip Hop, you know that she's always been. She shut tables, she'll smack them, whatever. She's always been this person. So this is nothing new to him. They know each other from the block.
Yeah, they're friends first.
So
before a relationship.
What the killer part was when he grabbed her. When he grabbed her in front of all of these people, just like she felt humiliated. He felt humiliated when she hit him in the face with apples in front of all of the people.
And this is what I have to actually also bring out. Verbal abuse
is abuse.
Is abuse.
So stop.
Exactly. And so I did not agree with the verbal abuse because what happened was they had all of that going on. The incidents were going on throughout the day. Wow. And then they got in a setting where then they're sitting side by side.
Just the way they wanted.
And then she says something.
Trigger.
It's a trigger for him. Oh, this is what he's doing to me without acknowledging what she did first.
Right, and that's the thing.
And that's it. That was his trigger. Wait a minute.
So you still gonna not apologize?
When you're
in the face with them apples.
What their triggers are.
Exactly.
Because men hear you when you talk to them like this. When you get on 1,000, I've had every man tell me, I stop hearing you when you start screaming.
Yeah, and so but that okay. We're not gonna go there because let me tell you something.
But you can't.
God gave me a boisterous voice for a reason, and if I'm at that point to where I'm yelling or louder than you, it's a reason that I'm at that point.
Yeah.
So I don't. That if you're not listening, hon, that's on you, boo. If don't listen, you won't never have to listen again.
Times. You heard me the first.
You won't never have to listen.
Why is the trash still by the front door? I gotta take the trash out when I go home.
It's just
like pass by the trash 3 times.
And you have to keep on repeating.
And that's real life, in real time. I gotta take out the trash when I get home today.
And that's what I said. So I said I feel like I'm talking to a child.
Yes. Repeating
I
myself
feel like I'm
is
speaking to a child.
The best way to get me angry.
Oh my goodness. So
when
listen,
you're a grown man.
And that's why we're no longer on mute.
No, because we're tired.
It's a tiring, it's stressful to have, and let me tell you, that's one of my rules. I don't like to repeat myself.
Oh, no.
And if in fact I have to repeat myself, we're gonna have a problem. There's an issue.
She don't repeat herself to me. And I'm the best friend.
And I started talking real soft on that, right?
Look, that's my scariest point when I have to.
Because you have to. You gotta take some steps back.
I'm trying to calm myself down.
I'm on 10. I'm on 10.
Yes.
So let me say this. When I get like this and I say
that deep breath and then that flip of the hair,
it be like, you go like this.
Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
it's coming.
It's coming.
East Coast. Neek in the building.
Not Neek.
You running bombs. Boom. It's happening.
All right, you guys. Well, y'all know how we do. We do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. We have to pay some bills, and we'll be right back. We're going to bring on our wonderful guest, Miss Victoria Washington. She has a book out, No Longer on Mute, which is why we have this great discussion today. So we'll be back after these messages.
Ken Mills here, part of World Company 5 Entertainment, in conjunction with the Boss Up Houston Network. I would want to invite you all to a wonderful experience on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Now, behind you is my childhood home in the historic Fifth Ward, Texas. This is where I learned all of my world views, starting from finance, nutrition, health, relationships, and also even just well-being. I learned that here. Now, as we move forward and we do the show, you will learn more about those views that I've learned and also what I picked up along the way along my journey. Now, I'd like to thank you all for your time, but please join us on Thursdays at 9 p.m. on all streaming platforms. Join us on Boss Up Houston Network. Oh, really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very much so. I wouldn't call you out.
Let's talk business.
Well, I tell you what, gotta get you over. Mr. Moore, Reverend Moore.
Mr. Mills, good to see you, brother. Glad to have you. Ready to sign the contract? Okay. Bring your state back? All right. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right.
Oh yeah, everything's in my life.
Go ahead, sign that. So we can just get started, man. We're good to have you. Glad to have you. World views won't be really good. Really good for the people.
All right, everybody, we are back. This is Boss Up Houston, the No Longer on Mute episode. Y'all know how we do. We do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. Stay locked, stay tuned, tune in. I have the bosses in the building with me. Miss MONIQUE LUSK is in the building, honey.
I already know what it is.
And I have the beautiful Sabrina Golden in the building. We do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. So we have a wonderful guest that we want to bring on right now, Miss Victoria Washington. Come on in, girl. Yay. The boss herself. Yes. How you doing, my love?
How you doing?
I am good. You looking beautiful, honey.
Well, it's good to see y'all ladies.
Yes, lighting up the room.
Oh my goodness.
Like this room one out.
Yes.
Got to love Monique.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So I want to give a little information about Miss Victoria. Me and Victoria have been friends for about 2 to 3 years now. When she came to Houston, I got connected with her through a mutual friend. And we have been doing things ever since. And this has become one of my real life sisters. We support each other and we love each other. Like in real life, right?
Sister.
For real.
Not sis.
Right.
Sis.
Let's make that distinction, okay? That hey sis. But V, I saw that you have a book out. Ma'am, listen, you are doing some things, girl.
Oh my goodness.
What is going on? Give us the scoop.
Oh my goodness. No longer on mute. It has really taken off. I really did not think that it was going to go the way that it had went. I was just writing a book. I had no clue. I was journaling and had no clue that it was going to go to this level. I realized that so many people are on mute, and so now a lot of people are coming off mute.
Because that's how we was raised.
Yeah.
You know, what goes on in the home stays in the home. And because I said so, Monique, and don't ask me no more.
And then when you ask the questions, it's because you really want to know, not because you're trying to be disrespectful or pry or be mean or anything. You know, it's important that we do know the reasons why things are happening, why certain people do things or say things, because there's always a reason behind it, right? No longer on mute, you guys. It is a book out. Miss Victoria Washington has given us some. So I want to ask some questions, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to dig in, honey.
Dig in.
Okay. What was the reason why you wrote the book?
Well, the reason why I wrote the book was to get out all of the suppressed residue. A lot of suppressed residue.
Detoxed it.
I thought that I was done with my first book, My Life is Worth Fighting For. I thought I was done there. But then I talked about a lot of my childhood trauma, talked about a lot of types of relationships, but then with merging with No Longer on Mute, I started writing it in last year in March. And I went to the hotel room and I was just going through 2-3 weeks before the Fight for Her event that I had asked you to come on. So no one had no idea that I was really going through a lot of things at that time. Identity, going through things within my marriage. I was going through things as a mother. I was going through things just even as a boss, because at the end of the day, you know, we deal with so many things, especially with running a ministry, dealing with women on a day-to-day basis.
We wear a lot of different wigs.
Yes.
Nobody knows the struggles that
no one knows
behind closed doors.
Or they just don't hear.
Right.
So they know.
That's a
but she got it.
Yeah, it's a healing process when you're able to write.
Right. And that was what I did. So I ended up going to the hotel that weekend, and I just had to let it all out. I expressed to my ex-husband, I expressed to him that I really was going through. I was like, I'm really going through a lot. And so he was like, you know what? I'm going to shut you into the hotel. You just going to have to air it all out and just deal with you. And, you know, when we're going through that type of stuff with ourselves, we blame ourselves. As women, we blame ourselves for whatever it is. We'll take the hit. We'll take it all. And so I just went in there and was dealing with everything that I had suppressed. Everything with my child's father, the absence of him, the absence of my own father. I just went through so much at one time, and it just all came crashing down. And to be honest with you, the month of February, I don't like it. You know why?
That's love month.
That's love month. But I didn't feel love.
Right.
Not in the month of February. I just was so over the shenanigans of, oh, this is Valentine's Day. I'm like, love day is every day.
Right.
But I was just,
Right.
but I was just over it because I went through so much with having my daughter. Because my daughter's birthday is February 13th. So I went through a very traumatic time. It seemed like every February I would go through this whirlwind or this spiral of emotions. Like if somebody going through menopause or something, like it was really, I'm for real. It was a lot that was going on, and so I had to make sure that I got it out. And so we're no longer on mute. I just share so much with so many things, inner thoughts that you wouldn't even think I would even share, but I shared it.
Good. So I was glued to the social media. What is she gonna say? What is she talking about? No longer on mute.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad that you were able to express and release and, get back to a point to where you're shining and glowing and, you do have love within yourself.
Absolutely.
You had to recognize some things. So I'm going to ask a few questions from what the book is about.
Absolutely.
What does a toxic heart look like?
Someone who is always negative and have something to say about everything. That's a toxic heart.
Monique, what are you hiding for? Monique, what does a toxic heart look like for you?
Unforgiveness. I mean, hurt people hurt people. And you continuously can't keep taking this baggage to ex-fiance, Monique. But I'm engaged. So this fiance, he just knows how to check the baggage, that baggage claim.
Come on,
yeah. Your baggage is lost. Your baggage is lost. But that's my definition of it, unforgiveness. Because we say, oh, I forgive you, but I still haven't forgiven stuff that happened when I was a kid.
So let me tell you also what a toxic heart can look like. Fear.
Because how will you be once you finally let it go? And I told my husband, and I said, you love this Monique. You love this Monique, but I'm in therapy. I'm evolving. And he supported me being in therapy. Supports me doing whatever I got to do to be the best Monique I can be. But I said, what if I change? What if I no longer have a taste for things? Because the clarity and the breakthrough. So I know that I've had one. And I always keep it real. Like, I've had one. But how will I be once I'm purged? All the way.
What Monique will you be?
Yeah.
Who is she?
Yeah. And
Hello.
will she still love me?
Have we met?
Will she still love me?
But yes, you guys, we've had an awesome, wonderful time with Miss Victoria Washington. We always have a great time. And y'all know how we do. We do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Wanna be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion. Let's talk health, fitness, community, lifestyle, and finance. With Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.